Hi, it's Sandra here from Creating Spain, and today I'm going to be doing a nice simple shaker card. Simple but effective, I think. So let's get started. I have my frame cut out already for the very top, and I've put the plastic onto the back of it using double-sided tape. I have my card base and I've put a front panel on. This is one that I painted and I had in my stash, and I just decided it was suitable for the design that I have in mind. And I have some lollipops cut out. Now these I have made the little swirls from the same metallic card that the front panel is made from. And what I'm going to do is to actually put these onto the card to start with. So I'm just going to use some tacky glue, and I think what I'm going to do is actually put the card landscape style. Portrait's the other way. And so I've got my glue here. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the stalk and on the actual thing itself, and I'm going to put it from the centre more or less to one side. I'm just going to wipe that little bit of glue off because I don't want something else sticking to it. But because I haven't got anything else on my worktop at the moment, I'm just going to use a piece of scrap card to do my gluing on. There we go. And it's going to be a bunch of lollipops. And I want to make sure that they cross over at some point, because I want to put a bow holding them in place, so they have to meet at one point or another. There we are. Now I'm just going to use 3 of them, I think, on this base. I might put the other on afterwards, but that's all I want to actually put on the actual front panel of the card. Now I have various things here, lots of different colour sequins and some sparkly bits, and I have a bow here that I've made. But the next thing I need to do is to put some sparkle sequins actually physically on the front of the card. Now the reason I do this is because it means that when the card is upright, not everything goes onto the base and falls down. You've got some things which are going to trap a few things around. So I'll just take my tweezers and place them wherever it is that I've put my glue spots. Right, I've got some foam strips here because the foam that I've got, my normal double-sided foam, or normal double-sided sticky foam I should say, is too wide for the use that I need it at the moment. So I just use some craft foam and cut it into strips with my guillotine. I'm just going to check when I get my frame and nothing's going to show. No, nothing will show on top of that. That's fine. Okay, while that is drying, I will show you how I make the bow. I have this bow maker which was £5 from Hobbycraft from one of my trips to the UK because I couldn't find one locally. Take a little piece of ribbon. If you haven't got one of these, either get someone to hold a very wide pronged fork, or get someone to make one out of a couple of bits of doweling and a bit of wood. So it goes through the centre of the 2 prongs that I want to use, and I need enough to be able to tie a knot at the end of the day, so hold it there. Go round in figures of 8 because I'm doing a double bow, a double loop one. Then these are crossed over at the base, and the one that's on top goes underneath everything and through the middle, which is difficult to do when you've got a bit of glue on your fingers and it's not letting go of the ribbon. And then you draw it over the top, and again you cross them over and you just tie it off. So if I can grab hold of the other end, there we go. Right, so pull to make it nice and tight, and there you have your bow. Take it off and you have your nice pretty double looped bow, and then you just take a pair of scissors and trim off the ends wherever you want to trim them. And there we are, all done. Okay, this is probably pretty much dry by now. Yeah, those are not going to move. So I can put the rest of my bits and pieces in. So first of all, I'm going to drop in the ones that I still have on my desk. Assuming I can get them off my fingers. Static of these things is incredible. And a few more of those, not too many of the pale ones, because I'm also going to add some of these nice white shimmery ones. Some more of the darker ones. Quite a few of those. I seem to have a vast collection of sequins at the moment. They're always so pretty. It's very difficult to resist them. When I see a new colour in the shop, I think, ooh, I must have those. And some red ones too. Oh. I got these particularly for thinking they'd be great for Christmas projects, the red ones. But they are a pretty colour. And, oh, one's escaped, gone at that. Come back. I have some very chunky glitter. So if I can get the top off of this, I'll use some of that as well. There we are. Why not? Okay. So now all I need to do is either put tape or glue on this and then put my front panel on. I can see where my little crossover point is, and I'm going to use some glue and apply a dab of glue just there. And put my little ribbon on. There we are. Isn't that pretty? Almost seems a shame to put sentiment on it. Right, I need to make the sentiment and I'll come back in a moment. So this is the finished card. I've just printed off a sentiment and just cut around it. I decided to go for a lilac background to match in with these colours inside, because I couldn't match up this, and I couldn't heat emboss on this card either because it just melts the top. So I figured that was the best way of getting it to work, and I've gone for a darker colour for the printing, and I think that ties it in quite well. So that's it. A very simple card, nice and quick and easy to do. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.